I'm gonna go over all the cars in our in the crew. We're gonna start off with Sam's ride. This is a 1998 CanAm X3. 2021.
Late model.
CanAm X3 Turbo RR XXR. However many R's they put on the Can-Ams, he's got all the R's, right?
Yeah.
All the R's. He's got a Funko cage. Tell me what you got. Funko cage.
Dynamics lighting.
Diodynamics lights.
Universal air suspension.
Oh, it's got the air suspension.
Tenzo SS, Alba, 3-piece wheels.
What exhaust do you have on it?
agency power. I could there's a collar. Agency power intake.
Oh, it's the electric one, right?
Yeah.
DRT, radius rods.
DRT strut tower brace up front. DRT gusset kit. DRT quick release steering wheel. DRT doors. DRT wind deflector. DRT bulkhead for the front control arms and the gusset kit.
You got this nice Axia alloys mirror that I gave you.
Oh yeah, my buddy Albert hooked it up.
You're on the stage 6, Falls Gate 2, right?
Yep.
Stage 6. And that's a custom. This is a custom belt cover, right? Did you make that?
MA audio.
With the temp. Is that a Razorback? Or no? The temp control?
No, that's lighting.
Oh, it's for the light
lighting.
inside over there. Okay, gotcha.
Illumination.
Gotcha. Carbon fiber
Rear
spoiler. These are DRT fenders too, right?
Yep.
Very nice.
Whips.
Very nice. Anything else we're gonna do to this thing or no?
I'll probably get seats later.
Seats?
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think so.
No. Basically done, huh?
Yeah, it looks good.
This air right thing is crazy looking. You can get sway bar links, the DRT ones. Those look pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and the door handles. I forgot.
Door handles?
They have door handles too. I have a DRT shift, quick shift gate too.
Oh, well, you painted this also. This is you. You painted this.
Yeah.
So Sam builds cars for a living. Builds a lot of custom Mustangs and Camaros. What's your shop? Shout your shit out.
Stage 3 performance.
In San Marcos?
Vista,
California.
Vista.
Vista, California. Stage 2 performance. Check them out. You can find them on Instagram. Does a whole lot of cool stuff. He did this paint job himself. It's pretty sweet. It's like the second time he's painted it. Last season it was like a Bentley gray, right?
Yeah, with the silver pearl.
Very nice. Nathan's ride. Nathan is Kevin's son. What you driving?
I got a little single-seater mid-engine Volkswagen Sanrail. It's got a 1914 turbo in it.
1914 turbo. How much horsepower do you think that has?
It's at like 10 pounds of boost right now, so maybe like 150, 180. But it only weighs like 1,000 pounds with me in it.
That's what I was about to say. It's good for a little light car.
Yeah, it's a rocket once you get on it. I can still crank the boost up, but I'm still kind of learning how to drive it. So.
4-speed?
Yep.
Single seater. How many girls can you fit in this thing?
I don't know. It depends how big they are.
Yeah, right. What else? Do you have any plans for it? Anything else? I think your dad talked about getting a bigger motor at some point, huh?
Yeah, maybe a 2-liter. I kind of wanted to save up to chrome out the arms and stuff right now.
To chrome the arms?
Yeah, chrome all these out. You see how they have like this different finish on them? I think they'd look cool chrome.
You and your dad are going to do that at the shop?
No, I was gonna wait like probably after college when we have a little more money to spend on that stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
And then maybe paint this red to match that, and then the arms chrome.
Yeah.
I think that would look kind of cool.
This is on some. What are these 30s?
I think. I'm not sure. I think these are 30s. Yeah.
Fun to drive?
Oh yeah, it's super fun to ride. It feels like a spider in the dunes.
Yeah, this thing is so low or so wide. Looks like impossible to roll over.
Oh yeah, but I could probably figure it out.
Yeah, right. That sounds like a challenge. All right. Well, thank you, sir. All right, now we got the one and only Bug, Kevin's baby here. So tell me what this is.
It's 2016 New Beetle on a VFD chassis. It's got a PBS 5-speed backed up with by 800 horsepower stroked out LS2. Features AC, power steering, turn signals, power mirrors. You got it, wipers, fully street legal. So in the off season, you can still play with it.
Nice, very nice. Do you have any plans to do anything with it, or more to it?
At the moment, I'm good with the power it's got, but maybe in the future, maybe a little bit more power.
You tuned it this last off season to add about 40 horsepower, you said, right?
Correct. 40 horsepower, 35 foot-pounds.
You run 35-inch paddles.
All the way around.
And you got Heretic lighting.
Heretic lighting on there. Spots and floods.
So this is the Razer.
Modified Razer ones.
Yeah, these are the Razers. The Razer
third
kit.
one's up in here. It's actually got a front trunk. So it's got a little safety catch here. This actually houses, sweaters, things like that. Under here is tools and a couple spare gas tanks just in case she's a little thirsty when she's out in the dunes.
Fire extinguisher up here. You got a Switch Pros, two Switch Pros, two 8-inch or 8 button Switch Pros.
Yep.
You got PCI radio.
Yes, sir.
And that's a stereo right there, right?
That's a stereo. It's got backup camera built into it. Little factory glove box there.
We got our new DRT steering wheel.
Yeah.
Always happy to support the homies at DRT.
Yes, sir.
Look, apparently they make sandrail parts now too.
That's one of the only things I could find that was changeover. True 4-seater.
Yeah, you can fit people in the back here.
PRP seat belts in here, along with got some nice lights up there on the top, LEDs. Nice and bright here at night.
Very nice. That's got Kevin's Cool Ride Customs shifter.
Modified to fit the sequential.
So Kevin builds cars for a living also. Right, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
So shout out your business, bro. What do you do?
Cool Rides Customs. We do a lot of performance parts for the older Volkswagens and Porsches, along with brake kits and suspensions. Mainly street stuff, but we're looking at the off-road market real seriously. Kind of branch into that. Maybe under a different name though, so there's no confusion.
And you also own some patents for Mendiola now too, right?
Correct. Mendiola suspension. That's the suspension products we make. And we actually dropped the Mendiola name after about 7 years and started using the Cool Rides name, or CRC is what we refer to it as.
Gotcha. Yeah, so these shifters, you can find a lot of those on street use VW builds,
Correct,
right?
correct. Yeah, basically what I did is it had a steel shifter in here, so it wasn't real, eye appealing to me, so I wanted to do something a little bit more different. Found out that it had an aluminum piece down here on the bottom that the steel was bolted to, so I decided to take one of my shifters and cut it off and weld it to the aluminum one so that I actually could have my style of shifter in there.
Nice. And these are the cutting brakes right there, right?
Actually, you got this in reverse, and this is your cutting brake left and right.
Gotcha.
And then you got your AC controls, your wipers, power steering potentiometer, which is really useful for changing, how much power steering you actually have.
Yeah, you got to make sure you don't accidentally adjust that or turn it down too low, because then you'll think that you don't have any power steering.
Exactly. You spend hours troubleshooting it.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful machine, brother. Let's take a look at this motor here. This looks like the motor of my Razer.
Yes, a couple extra cylinders.
So what is this?
So there's the LS2, stroked out, about 406 cubic inches. It's got Magnuson supercharger on it. Boatload of other parts, but it's really crammed in here. So we got our intercooler up on top, main radiator. It's got an AC condenser, oil coolers and stuff underneath the rear seat, and fans everywhere going every which direction. And there's actually buried in behind the back seat and in front of the radiator is a 17-gallon fuel cell.
17 gallons is pretty big, huh? Good size for a car out here.
It gets you a few usually about one trip out in the dunes, and then come back with about 25% left.
Have you ever tried to calculate how much mileage you're getting out here on the sand?
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. It's bad enough on the street. I don't want to know on the sand. It's definitely worse. Because out here you get a little more rowdy than you do on the street. You know, out here you're romping on it, coming off with tops of razors and stuff. You know, catching a little air here and there, so it's a lot more fun.
So what do you have any plans to do any more upgrades? I think you said not soon, but what else do you think
if I do anything, it's going to be more power.
Power?
Yeah, more power. I mean, it's 800 horsepower is a lot. This car is really nimble and fun, but it's also a little over 3,000 pounds. So figuring it's somewhere, I haven't weighed it yet, but I figure somewhere in about 3,500 pounds in its desert configuration. And, you know, I mean, more power is always more fun. So
yeah. And then you did mention that you wanted to get bump stops or something so that you can really get a good
oh
send
yeah,
out
you're
swing
right.
set.
Oh man, that's the big thing is, right now the suspension is really plush, handles the whoops and stuff great. Only problem is when you get anything over about 5 feet in the air into the tires, you use up just about every bit of the suspension on the landing. So
yeah,
we definitely want to gotta weld some more brackets in here. So I do a lot of fabrication too, so I'll be fabricating some mounts for it to put some bump stops in it, both front and rear, some hydraulic bump stops.
Yeah.
I figure some 2-inch ones should get me a little bit more landing, and then if that doesn't work, then we start upgrading shocks and going to, you know, bigger shocks and such.
Yeah.
More bypasses.
All right, man. Good stuff. This thing's a monster.
Yep. Definitely a fun vehicle to own.
Yeah, definitely an eye catcher for sure. Thank you, sir.
Yep, you got it, man.
2021 Razer Turbo. It is for sale. If anybody wants to buy it, reach out. It's got shock therapy, springs with shock therapy, Fox RC2s. It's got a big ass stereo system, a Fosgate stage 5 or something, but with those added 10s on there. It's got seats, Simpson, cage, lights. It's a finished machine. But in any case, he wanted something different, so he got himself a brand new Can-Am on the last videos. It was stock. I even made a joke that he was about $15,000 to $20,000 away from finishing, and it looks like he spent some money. But tell me what you got, bro.
Now I'm about 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Away.
Tell me what you got.
Got some new wheels,
Metal FX.
metal effects.
All right.
Got some geyser doors.
Geyser doors. Let's go on the other side because I can hear them. So we got the rims, the geyser doors,
Geyser trunk.
geyser trunk for the tools.
Storage. And pretty much it.
We got R1 whips, R1 day whips.
R1 day whip, 5150. Night whips, LEDs.
We got the DRT wind diffuser, Baja Designs Onyx 6 10-inch. We got some side mirrors with some lights on there. It's a good start. It's a good start. What else are we gonna do? What's next? Tell me what's next.
Next is probably either going to be the either a new cage or a stage 6.
Okay. Do you know what cage you want?
I don't. I don't.
You were looking at a Voodoo one.
I was looking at the Voodoo, but I might go a different route.
Okay. That's cool. What else? You look into any gusset kits? I think these things need those gusset kits.
No, I definitely want the DRT fender kit, and then I think after I get the DRT fender kit, we'll probably do a wrap.
A wrap?
Yeah.
Sand Society wrap, maybe, huh?
Very possible.
we just gotta figure out what we want to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Make it fit to everybody's personalities.
Yep.
Well, that's cool, man.
We're getting there.
Yeah. So you said out of the what did I say, $15,000 to $20,000? That how much do we have left?
Now we're about 10 to 15.
10 to
now.
50. Oh, and you
Yeah.
ordered the stage 6, but it didn't come in time, right?
Correct.
So that would have knocked off a few more thousand.
No, well, it's still on the list.
Gotcha.
Still on the list.
Good start though, man. Looks good.
Thank you.
It's a 2023, right?
Yep.
Turbo Maverick XRS Turbo RR Smart Shocks. It's got all the R's, right? Whatever that means. We're CanAm.
Rolling all the R's.
All R's. All right. All right, now we got Miguel's CanAm. What is this, bro?
The 2023 Max X3 RS. Has a long designation.
Yeah, right. A bunch of X's and R's and whatever, all those. All right. 4-seater, 2023, Fox shocks.
200 horsepower. Has a Rockford Fosgate Stage 5.
Stage 5 Fosgate. You just got that, right?
Yeah.
How's it sound? Pretty good?
Yeah,
We got some paddles this time. GMZ, sand strippers, System 3s.
Those are actually feedback. They're down real nice.
What else?
Whip lights I'm installed today. I got the lower panels I'll be working on later this afternoon.
Just the pieces that go down here?
Cover the low hood.
What whips did you get?
The lighted whip?
What brand is it? That's fine.
Well, I don't know. The guy manufactures them here. The glass ones.
Oh.
Whips. They're not good quality whips. They're meant to fit into these brackets.
Oh, they go on the same bracket?
Yeah, they go on the same bracket. So I just got to run the wires.
What other plans you got for the ride?
For the ride,
Any?
I want to see how it performs. Never had something this reliable, so I'm anxious to get out there and see what it can do.
But do you have any plans of more upgrades or anything?
No, I think I'm just going to stick with the basics.
Yeah.
I think once I'm done with the whips and the panels, I may do 2 more subwoofers in the back. Another 1,500 watt upgrade.
Oh,
And then that's about it.
Well, you've always been a bass head.
Yeah, I like bass.
That's cool.
I was thinking maybe putting the...
Oh, you do need some lights though, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. A light bar. I was thinking maybe the windshield, but I don't know if it's practical for out here. Just gets too dusty.
There are people that use them out here. You can ask Kevin. Kevin has windshield.
Yeah, you know what I should. I like
You
that.
definitely need some more lighting.
Yeah.
So you can mount a light bar right here, 10-inch. Or you can get some pillar lights right here.
You know what?
I don't recommend the light bar.
No?
Nah, because the light is too high. I mean, because you're always towards the back, you're gonna get a lot of reflection.
I got you.
So you're better off with light on a lower angle right here on the shock tower, even the pods,
Yeah.
or like the bumper too would be good.
Yeah, make sure that.
But that's just my 2 cents, you know.
You know what I like here? It's kind of weird, but because these are so, the cages are so, what do you call it? So like pressed back. That open gap in there allows for the sun to come in and just beats on you.
Oh,
It's not like the Razer where you have a little bit of protection in the front. Even my other one, the sun never bothered me, and then this one is just like beating all the time.
you can get visors.
Yeah, maybe put a little visor at the top. That's far a little bit with this thing, dude.
We'll keep it for like a season or 2, sell it and buy a brand new one again.
I'll be keeping this one for 30 years.
30 years. You know what? I believe you. All right, man. Good stuff. All right. Well, last and least is my ride. This is a 2022 Razer Turbo R with the dynamics and the live valve. So I got the Fox shocks, the ride command on here. I have a DRT shifter, DRT door bags. I got DRT sway bar links, DRT trunk, DRT radius rod plate, front sway bar links, also DRT, DRT bumper, DRT hoods. So we support DRT a lot, as you can tell. They're our friends. We've camped before. They might even be out here this weekend. Good people, good family. Always have to support friends. So we buy their products and put them on our car. We trust their products, good stuff. And they're really nice, man. Honestly, they make some cool, nice shit. What else I got here? I got, this is a Madigan cage with the intrusion bar. I got a Chupacabra race mirrors with LP4s, Baja Designs LP4s on them. I got a 10-inch S8 Baja Designs light on there too, amber. I did not go with the Onyx 6. The Onyx 6 is nice, but the Onyx 6 is a lot bigger, it's bulkier. And I don't know that I could fit it back here okay without it sticking out more than I wanted to. And I like the way this looks on here. And it's good enough light. Plus, I have the amber covers to these. So if I ever really want to drive with amber light, if I'm not leading the ride, for example, and I want the amber lights, and I'll just put the covers on them. They're in here. I keep them in here. They're wrapped in the face mask thing so they don't scratch up, but they're in there. So I'll just pop it on light and I can get a whole lot of amber light if I needed to. But I lead a lot of the rides too, so I don't really use it very much. Anyway, let's see, I got MTS, the MTS limiter strap on the front. No limit straps on the back yet. I will eventually more than likely get MTS springs on the car, just not yet. And let's see what else we got on here. So these speakers back here did not come with the car, obviously, but the front ones did because it's a Dynamics. Kenny, who has the Can-Am over there and that Razer for sale with those big ass 10-inch bazookas in the back, he switched out these for those over there, and he just let me borrow those. So I have those right now. I got my little fire extinguisher there. Just a little Axia dome light there. That's a rechargeable light, no big deal there. I got my little visor here for the sun. On my last Razer, I had a full PCI setup with intercom for 4 seats and all that stuff. On this one, I went very basic. I just got a handheld, and I got a handheld kit, and I just had wired here, and I just plugged myself in with the P push the talk button here. It works, man. It works just the same, honestly. So instead of spending 2,000 bucks on a whole setup just to make it look nice in there with the radio, I just have a handheld that I put in the door back here, and it works just as good, man. I got Method. I think these are 414s. They're either 413 or 414s. I forget which one. And graphite gray. These are pretty cool. I like the color a lot. I didn't want to go with black again. So those are cool. bead grip rims. So no beadlock, but they've worked out pretty well so far on the 10s or 33s. I like these paddles, man. They're not meant for drag race, that's for sure, and that's what people will tell you. But I have no problem getting around on these all season long. If you've seen the other videos, I mean, I've had them the whole time, so they're pretty cool. I like they're 33s. They look nice. They make the car stand out nice. The Razer stand out nice. I got 5150 whip. I went with just one whip on this one instead of a 2. I do have the mounts for the 2 on the sides here, and that mount there in the middle is just meant for the antenna for a radio. But I wanted to do something different, so I just went with one whip on that one. I do have the 5150 rock lights also all the way around. I have RLB chase lights. They got this split right there. So those are just running lights when I turn the car on, or if I turn the chase light on, then I have 7 different options for that. Those are pretty cool. I got RPM exhaust. I got RPM pipes, the J pipe, and I have a RPM blow-off valve. So the intake pipe, J pipe, the blow-off valve. I do have a Evo Stage 2 tune that I can put in there on the code shooter. I haven't yet, still on stock tune, so I'll be doing that soon, but I'm probably going to take it in to get some clutching work on it and do it at the same time. And that's about it, I think. So the only other things I plan on doing is the MTS, like I said, and maybe some doors, but I don't dislike these stock doors. They're not bad. I'd like to paint it or wrap it eventually with the Sand Society logo on it or something, once we figure out what that's going to be. And that might be it. I don't know, truthfully, man. I'm waiting for that new Kawasaki to come out next month in January, and if it comes out like a sand type of car with that 4-cylinder supercharged motor that they have in that Ninja, this thing might be for sale here pretty soon. So we'll see. We'll see. I got Chucky in here with me. He's velcroed in there so he don't move. And that's about it. Yep, that's about it.